Greetings from USTC360. I'm April Xiao. On today's show, we bring you to California to present the Tzu Chi Collegiate Association. It is also known as Tzu Ching. 3 years ago, 4 Tzu Ching groups from Southern California joined together to form a party for Tzu Ching members every year. In 2009, some of the Tzu Chings hosted a Walkathon event instead of the party. In 2010, the second year of the Walkathon, they further conducted a series of activities. Everyone was responsible for a booth of the 4 Tzu Chi missions to introduce charity, medicine, education, and humanistic culture to the public. Let's see how those young people worked together and overcame all these difficulties.
In the evening of March 29, 2010, the Southern California Tzu Ching cadre gathered at the corporate office of Susan Chen, a Tzu Chi volunteer. Through internet conference calls, they and those who were unable to come to this office discussed the details for each item of the event. Susan, who Tzu Chings call Susan Mama, is the Tzu Chi volunteer who provides guidance and assistance to Tzu Ching in Irvine.
Master Zhen Yan said we should use a mother's care to love others' children, use the wisdom of the Bodhisattva to educate our own children. We must accept, be it a good or bad result, the most important thing is the process of learning together.
This is the culmination of so many months of work together, and of course there are trying times with our patients, our times, because we also have to balance homework and our jobs and our personal lives.
Besides the challenge of achieving balance, Tzu Chings from the University of California in San Diego also had to overcome the constraints of the long distance separating the two locations.
At first, when we heard that we needed to be here at 6 a.m. to set up, my first reaction was, well, my Tzu Chings would need to leave before 4 a.m., which means getting up before 3 a.m. to be on time. And my first reaction was, how is everyone going to get here? And once we figured that out via the school bus, we didn't want the walkers to have the burden of coming, of waking up at 3 a.m. with us. So Jessie kindly offered her place for us to stay. So a group of our officers, there's 8 of us, came last night, and she really made us feel at home. And we were able to bond that night through practicing together right the night before.
They're all my Tzu Ching family, even though they're from San Diego, but they're still part of my family.
I can't wait to perform and, have a great time tomorrow.
The guys are going to sleep on the sofa, and the girls are going to sleep in the guest room.
Though everyone went to bed very late because of the all-night practice, they still got up at 6 o'clock the next day and set out energetically.
We usually stay up doing a lot of stuff, but since all the Tzu Chings were staying up, we got stuff done a lot faster.
This time that we have that is different is that every campus has taken on one of the 4 missions that Tzu Chi represents. So through this, hopefully, besides the Walkathon, it's also teaching them about what 4 missions we stand for. That was just not for the people that we're trying to educate, but also for us, because a lot of times we don't completely understand all the differences between culture, between education, between medical outreach.
Right after the Tzu Ching cadre from 4 colleges set up their booths, the walkers who came to join the Walkathon also finished checking in. As the Tzu Chi volunteers greeted everyone with singing, the Tzu Chings began to walk, striving to abide by Master Cheng Yen's teaching: speak good words, have good thoughts, do good deeds, and walk the right path.
Walk for the Earth is held by San Dimas, UCLA, UCI, and UCSD chapters of Tzu Chi Collegiate Association, and made possible by the love and support of advisors and volunteers in our Tzu Chi family.
This is quite a meaningful event. I really thank our young people who willingly dedicated themselves and put forth their time to make it happen.
Tzu Chi volunteers also invited their friends and relatives to participate and walk for the earth.
It is a worthy cause. It can help Haiti, and I can exercise as well.
In order to enliven the walkathon, Tzu Chings from UCLA designed a unique game booth which described the practice of emergency relief and environmental protection in fun games.
They asked, "Where is Haiti?" I said, "Haiti is here." It's just like that.
Game booth is just add a little fun to our walkathon, and the games like the recycling soda can toss is mainly for little kids. Let them have something fun to do, and we'll also have some recycling facts up, and so they can learn at the same time while they play.
I always tell new members that the happiest place on earth is not Disneyland, it's where your Tzu Ching family is. And quite honestly, that's how I encourage everyone to come to this event. And I'm so glad that everyone had a chance to see our home in San Dimas, because many people told me, wow, it's just such an amazingly peaceful, tranquil, happy place.
At first, we didn't really believe that Tzu Ching ourselves, youths, can carry out such a large-scale event, because we've never had such a big event before. But through this, we've learned responsibility, and we have shown a lot of sibu that we can pull off such a great event. We can finally see how many more things that we can do as Tzu Ching.
这一群Tzu Ching啊，要好好珍惜哦哈，那应该要好好自我成长哈，彼此呢互相勉励哦，走的方向要步步踏实，祝福你们哦。See you next year.